wants to be a pastor here. You feel you. Okay. So you can also discern well from a discernment requires enough inner stability that you can see what is right in front of you rather than what you hope is there. Some people enter into relationships without no serious prayer. Do you know I can be good for you? Or somebody, let me not use myself because what I'm about to say, I want my enemies to experience. Your enemy can be good for you, right? But in their family, they have a timeline to die after getting married. Oh, everybody is scared. Okay, now I'm scared. So you need to also pray. You know, performing. Please don't expect a perfect character. Character, someone tells you about themselves. Character is what you observe about them when nothing is at stake. Right? How do they treat the waiter at the restaurant? Somebody pour water now and they've already slapped the person. This you now say, oh, maybe it's just temper. Okay. How did they respond? Right? Another thing is consistency. Consistency. Some people say, oh, I met somebody and 2 weeks, they did something. After you enter the relationship, they stopped. That's a red flag. Run. Because consistency is very key for a relationship and marriage to work. Are they the same person across time and contexts? Even when they are stressed, do they still do the same things that they're supposed to do or they normally do? And that is values, not what they say or they believe, but how they live, right? Values and beliefs can, differ. Spiritual beliefs, denominations of church. That lady is smiling. I think you have experience, right? Then emotional maturity. Can they be in a relationship without weaponizing it? Can they name what they feel? Can they express a need without directly soak in manipulation or silent treatment? Please note that, I've forgotten what I want to say. Okay, let me continue. Can they be wrong and acknowledge it without turning the acknowledgement into a defense of themselves? Right? So emotional maturity does not improve in a relationship, but it becomes a recurring source of conflict. And just to end, why exactly does discernment require time and how much? You cannot discern someone in a season of intense feeling. The first month of your relationship is not enough for discernment. Because you see, courtship is for data collection. It's not for the very first day. And how do you ask them? Do not rely on what they tell you about themselves. Some people don't ask the right questions in courtship. Okay, what are the questions to ask? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? To ask. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Just some business questions. Just sometimes some parts. So, okay, and you want to put your financial distance in their hands, right? Ask about your relationship with God. I'm not saying the person has to be a Bible like this, they know from the beginning. Somebody can know from the beginning of the of the Bible to the end, and they still have anything in their head. Are they actively talking to God? Do you see them pray? Do you see them study their Bible, right? And also watch how they talk about people who have hurt them. Ask about their vision. See, some people are sweet talkers. They can talk about their vision. You'll be so convinced. But when you look at 10 years back in their life, there's nothing to add. So you need to be very careful too. And so to end, one thing I would like to say is that the goal of these questions you ask is not for the purpose of interrogation. It's not interview. Okay, sit down there. How many kids do you want to have? The answer, say good, check, match. You ask another one. It's not like that, too. You have to ask him with wisdom. Okay? And so we'll just end here today. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Come on, you can do better than that. I'm not satisfied. You can do better than that. Make some noise if you're excited to be here. Make some noise if you're excited to be here today. I think it's only the volunteers that are excited to be here. Make sure you're excited to be here. I cannot hear you. Make some noise if you're excited to be here.
Yay.
What's the name? By the way, you look very amazing. Okay, so before we move on, I just want to be sure that we listen, right? Because I said you're taking notes, and that's what happens. You go for conferences, you take notes, and then after, nothing happens. So, all right, so just 3 people, what stood out to you in everything Coach said? Volunteer yourself before I pick you. 3 people. Okay. I don't think I've heard. Hello. What's the name? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
My name is Peculiar.
Nice to meet you, Peculiar. So can you tell us what stood out to you in what Coach said today?
She said you have to choose from a place of wisdom and not from a place and not from knowing and discernment.
That's lovely. A round of applause for her. Hello. Morning. What's the name? Sorry, I didn't get that. Just so you're fair, that's a nice name. So can you tell us what you picked from everything Coach said?
Healing before you deal with someone. Because what I've learned is there is a way you would feel, you would pick from what is familiar to you, not because it's right, but because it's your experience. So if you've not learned to heal from things that have damaged you psychologically, that will be the lens through which you're going to pick a partner.
That's lovely. Thank you very much. Guys, this is the problem. You don't go for conferences. Okay, I'll pick my namesake. How you doing, bro? Guys, can you tell us one thing you pick?
Okay, so for me, the major thing is even if you feel like in this moment you feel like you're with the right person and everything is going well, it's very important that you let time and a lot of things, their character, you check the consistency, and no pressure. See how this person acts on a random day when there is no need to perform. And with that now you can be able to tell if this will work out well. So give it time, 3 months, 6 months, a year. I think that for me that's the major thing.
Thank you very much, Festus. Okay, one thing that stood out for me was when Coach said, you don't go into relationships or marriage because you are lonely. So you must be able to enjoy your own company. You must be able to stand on your own before trying to get to do anything with anybody. So how do you love yourself? How do you stay on your own without needing to depend on someone? She saw me. Did you get my question or come again? All right. Coach said that you don't go into a relationship because you're alone. You don't just go into a relationship because you want to have someone you talk to and all of that. So you need to be able to stand on your own, right? So if you're that person that you don't enjoy your own company yet, you depend on people a lot. So how do you enjoy your own company? How do you love yourself? How do you enjoy staying on your own before dealing?
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm going to make it very personal now.
That's good.
Before I, started the relationship a long while ago, I love to enjoy my own company. I love to enjoy my own company. I can be indoors for like months if I have everything and nobody's going to see me. Because most importantly, is either I'm reading, I'm watching movies, I'm praying, I'm studying, I'm meditating, I'm watching movies. I know how to like make myself happy. I can just decide to go out, play, dress up, tax myself, think about the future, keep writing what do I want to do in the next 5 years, just making sure that I be the best form of myself and literally have to beg me to come out or even I kind of like forget every other person because I think I'm self-obsessed with my own self. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Media guys, are you ready? Mr. John, are you ready? All right, please let's listen to the biography of our next speaker. By the way, he is the father of amazing homestead. So please,
Entrepreneurship, education, publishing, and real estate. He holds a PhD in innovation and entrepreneurship from Joseph A. Boluwatife University and has completed an executive program in emerging markets and entrepreneurship at Harvard University. He is also a certified project management professional, Scrum Master, and business analyst. As a prolific author, he has published over 30 educational books and currently serves as the founder and CEO of Global Foresight Publishing Company, Wimbledon Homes, and the ABJ Group of Schools. Through his work, he continues to drive innovation, empower businesses, and provide strategic leadership across.
all right. I'm not satisfied with that, so I'll read it myself. He is an astute entrepreneur, strategist, and business coach with a distinguished academic pedigree and extensive cross-border experience. He holds a PhD in innovation and entrepreneurship from Joseph Ayo Babalola University and completed an executive program in emerging markets and entrepreneurship at Harvard University. His academic foundation includes a master's in entrepreneurship education from the University of Ibadan and a MBA in business education from the University of Education, Winneba, Ghana, and a bachelor's degree in economics from Obafemi Awolowo University. A multi-certified expert, Dr. Fatuke is a certified project manager, a certified scrum master, and a certified business analyst. His professional depth is further enriched by his participation in numerous high-level seminars and conferences, both at home and abroad. As a prolific contributor to the academic field, he has published over 30 educational books, specifically developed for schools. In his professional capacity, Dr. Fatuke serves as the founder and CEO of Global Foresight Publishing Company, Wimbledon Homes, and the ABJ Group of Schools. Through these ventures, he continues to drive innovation and provide strategic leadership across the publishing, real estate, business startup, and educational sectors. He is happily married and blessed with children. With a standing ovation and a round of applause, I would like to invite to the stage Dr. Fatuke Abiodun. You're welcome, sir.
Sit down. Thank you. Good afternoon. I want to appreciate God for this wonderful conference. This is the first edition. It's always like this. Probably in the conference, you didn't advertise that you are going to be giving people money. If you have added that, this place would have been overflowed because people need money, more money. But unfortunately, people need more knowledge to survive this present hardship. Because when you have the knowledge, you can try. You can divide the difficulties created by the country and people around you. And you will forge ahead. And that's just the simple thing. That's the secret for anyone who looks forward and also look into the future. I'm going to be speaking as they have said. And just to talk on how couples can create wealth, build assets, and grow financially as one. I'm only going to be speaking from the experience by His grace and the experience that have been put together in the last over 5 decades. Yes. And when I say over 5 decades, I mean over 5 decades. So with that, some of you can guess my age. Good. Don't mind the way I look and dress. But I'm still a youth, and I will remain youth because I'm a learner. Even when I'm 70, I'll still be a youth because a youth will continue to learn. When you fail to learn, you continue to sink. The day you stop learning, then you will start thinking as a person. So you learn. I'm going to learn. I will learn till I leave this world. Okay, and that's why you see me here, and also to share part of my experience. They've told you there's nothing in that profile that is good or everything is earned, and it is earned with hard work, dedication. Now, by His grace, I'm also the father of the coach. Only one good thing, in the family setting when we joke, he said, I take after my father. I'm a hard worker because I believe in it so much. And he's working. He's working with a hard worker wife. Let me put it that way. I like using those words, hard worker. Let me be sincere with you. Marriage is hard work. Marriage is hard work because nowadays babies can come together and marry. We recently witnessed Jarvis and Bella. But one good thing I like about their marriage is because they have a kush, married kush. Or you don't know they have. Because believe me, if they don't have, there is an imminent crisis awaiting you. I'm just being sincere. It's not new in the industry where they operate. People marry in the morning, they divorce in the afternoon. Yes, but who is monitoring them? The truth is, marriage is experiential, very experiential. Sometimes it is what you buy, it's not what you see. Your push says some things. So guys, prepare. You are the guy that is going to the marriage and you don't have purpose to drive the home. Forget about it. And that's why you must continue to learn. Women don't take it lightly when you can't take care of them. Forget about whether the woman is making money. They must make money. And no man wants to marry their ability nowadays. I'm just saying that to all our ladies. So you must have something on the table to present. Well, let me say this at the beginning. When you are going to the marriage, a lot of us, we look at beauty. It's good. Bible says pray and what? What else do you want? The beauty of the lady. It is required. And I can't marry somebody who is not beautiful. But the beauty beyond the facial beauty. Let me quickly share this when we are going on. That is the foundation and the background of this. When I wanted to marry my wife, I'm a bookworm. But she is not a bookworm. But I look at her very pretty, beautiful more than me. People felt it is because of the beauty I wait for her. But I smiled during that period. I look for something. I look into the future. I know I've started being an employer of labor at the age of 18. As at 18, I have about 20 staff. I run a tutorial business network because my parents were, I was a teacher, owners of school as well. And I told myself, in the next 10 years, 20 years, I picture what I will be. And I said, I need a woman that can help me to hold my dream. So when people thought my wife is very, very pretty. So when people thought I was going after the beauty, deep inside of me, I was looking for a woman that can manage my business, that can hold my vision together. So that was the first thing I discovered in her. Very hard work. Very hard work. And I told her, I said, only one thing, you can be beautiful. The only thing you can use to attract me is when I see how crazy you are when it comes to articulating, putting things together, and she's an astute administrator. Then the one that she doesn't have, or she didn't have at that time, I decided to add it to her. While I was praying, I told God, I said, this thing person does not, it was clearly, that this person is not as full as I have. God said, you be the one to add that value into her. But what you are looking for, who will sustain the business should be, whatever I have today, I give it to her, a strong backbone, a very virtuous woman that made it happen. I worked in, let me reduce it to 5 banks, talk of mega banks. I started a career, and some of you were not born, I'm sorry, some, around 1999, at the Metropolitan Bank, left to UBA, to FCMB, to Shoni, to Skybank, then left banking as SM. But one of the things I noticed in the banking industry, then Intercontinental Shoni said it used to fight. We call it salary war. We pray for them. They are just slashing their staff. So when Oshoni increased salary by 1 million to staff, then it will take it on. Intercontinental Rasto Akindola, we're all enjoying it, but not everybody has the brain to know that the bubble will burst one day. And the bubble bursts. It bursts. Because I know colleagues now who work in the bank, they are on the same position for 10 years, 15 years now without promotion. So they get frustrated and they are scared to leave because where would they get the income? When I was making that money, I earned as much as 1 million before I left banking. But when I was making the money with the help of the Holy Spirit and God, I quickly launched out. I said, now let me say this to you. In life, there are 2 qualifications you must stand for. Your qualification as a graduate, that's what we call qualification, isn't it? The second one is qualification. What are you called for on this earth? You must discover that. I tell people nowadays they are going to, what do you want to go and study? Law, this, that. As an educationist, I said it's good. But remember, your first BSc, your first 4 years is just to open your eyes into the second one that we call qualification. And if you fail to know it, or along the line you come out of the university, serving NYSC, you got a job, you must have, I do tell people when I meet bankers and I talk to them, young bankers, I will tell them, it's good to work in the bank. That's your plan A, but you must also prepare for your plan B. And if you don't have plan B, excuse me, because the system in Nigeria, the educational system is only built for, they made it to, release employees. It's just few of them now are changing their skin. Those people went to university. They use the same skin in the last 30 years. Teaching. Nothing new. But if you go to some private university now, you see them coming up with a lot of vocational, even last year, you must go through bakery, you must go through this, you must go through that. And you see a lot of graduates coming out now, fashion, they do it better. If me, I open a barber shop, I will make more money than anybody. You know why? I'm going to have play 5. What do we call this thing that children play? Yeah?
PS5.
Eh?
PS5. PlayStation.
PS5. It will be there at the corner. What does women like? What do women like a lot when they come to salon? They like chop chop. I have a lot of goodies, minerals. They will pay for it too. So when the children come, even when their head is not full, say, "Take me to that shop." The 5 is free. Come there, play while they are waiting. Mommy too, open the fridge, heat. I can tell you, do the pedicure and the manicure for them free. Then when you finish, tell you, for those kids, it's 5 kids. That's no problem. Because they are adding more value as a graduate. That's why you must, show the value, show the difference. As a graduate, if you undertake any vocational, what about fashion? The so-called tailor now, they say, no, we are not tailor, we are fashion. They are making money, charging 30K, 40K. I have a barber that charges 40K, 50K. A lady, he told me one day, he said, "Can I come and barb you at all?" I said, "How much is the bill?" He said, 50K. I said, "Well done." 50K. I said, "And people pay?" He said, "They pay." I'm a lady. Whole service. So, I'm only laying this foundation. If you are going into marriage, look beyond beauty. Look beyond preparation, giving birth to children. Then have a long time vision. Size of a man who does not have a long time vision. If you know you cannot train the man, marriage is not for only man to train you. You are also training. My wife training. One of those things I learned from my wife is, men, when we get to the house, we throw our clothes to one side, socks, shoe. We are all rough, somehow. In my house, if you don't wait, you can't climb the bed. I learn all those things. Cleanliness. You are laughing. I'm telling you. You must train your men like that. I'm tired. I want to sleep. No. Go back to the bedroom. Men can use toilet without flush. Women, you are in better position to put our brains together. Don't let anybody giving you excuses. So what I'm trying to say, marriage is for training for both men. And so if you are coming as a woman, you don't have any value you want to add into a man's life, you are going to reap what you sow. And as a woman, men are your first baby, so train them like your baby. Hello, sir. Pick your shoe. That's not where it's supposed to be. Put it in the right. I learned all those things from my wife. She will train me. As I'm training her, she will train me. And I remember when we wanted to get married, I told her about my vision. I want to have a school. I'm going to, by His grace, I listen to God. So I have that privilege to know the future. I listen, I hear Him. I don't go to prayer without hearing back from Him. And whatever He says becomes a prophecy I run with. You don't sleep with prophecy, you run with prophecy. You don't wait for miracle, you work out your own miracle. Those are the things you must learn when you are going into the marriage. You don't wait for miracle. So I said, it will interest you. On a courtship level, I told my wife, my children will attend my school. Your coach attended my school and graduated from my school. I said it from coach. My salary was 15,000 as a banker at that time, but the vision was free because I'm operating on two things: my qualification and my what? Qualification. I knew when we're in the bank, when we got to, we call it MPR, monthly profitability so. At that point, they sack managers. If you don't perform, they'll just say, move to the left side. HR, you know you are going. So when we use big hotel as manager, when they put food like this, people fail to eat because they know they are on their way out of the bank. Me, I will go there, I will pack enough food. I will answer. I don't answer. I have sense. He said, so why you're not afraid that you can decide? I said, you know what? When you sack me because of my qualification, I have my qualification. And when I told them, they will say, what's the qualification? I said, I'll go back as a teacher. They said, this guy, you are student, banker, teacher. Today, one of them visited me yesterday, my banker's friend. He's a big boy. He's a manager. The salary is 52 million per annum. He told me in his car yesterday because I was solving some problems for him. And I asked him yesterday in his brand new Jeep officially, I said, how much is your salary now? He told me 52 million per annum. That's an average of, you know what it means? 3 million, 4 million. You know what I tell you? I said that your salary is what I use as contribution every month. When I make my contribution, 2,000, 5,000 that you do, 10 of you back. I said, do you know I do 5 million every month to back? That's your salary once. Contribution as one of my expenses. I told him, we started banking together. Why? My qualification is paying better than my qualification. Vision. And I discussed this with my wife, who is also into ear making at that time. She suspended it Can you suspend it? Say it. I stood by to manage my tutorial center that becomes a school today with over 600 pupils in the school, with well over 4 to 500 million now presently. So she agreed and she stood by me. And I did not stop there. I made sure she went to school after the order of the business to become a BEd, an assistant administrator, better than me when it comes to organizing things. So, as a couple, you must agree. What is the family vision? There's nothing wrong if you have a family business. Nothing wrong. But both of you must discuss it. Do not allow emotion to get into that. Get it straight. This is what we want to do. This is how we want to do it. My wife is a better. She said, the coach said something earlier. Me, I'm a spender. I'm a spendthrift. I spend a lot. If I somebody can say, good afternoon, sir. How are you? Take 5,000. Are you okay? Have you eaten? Take. But my wife was able to correct a lot of things. No, don't waste money. She's a better keeper. Women are better keeper of money. That's why we call them Minister of Finance. But along the line, I'm a business person. I'm a reckless risk taker. Yeah. When I say the word reckless, doesn't mean I spend money too, but I invest recklessly. I'm not mindful of losing money, but I'm ready to bust into projects, any project. And I do that. Now, when we started that way, I left the school for her. I was still a banker. I didn't quit my job. No. So I was using the bank salary to finance the school, to grow the school up. And the school became so big and sacked me. Nobody sacked me from the bank. The school sacked me because it was bigger than my wife. So one day, I just told the driver, take the official car back to the office. He said, what happened with that? I said, don't worry, I've sent text. I'm on terminal leave. That's why I had the bank. My man said, hey, this. I said, don't worry. Let's see how it goes. Not today. I am mentoring many schools. Even within the vicinity. Your competitors, can you imagine that? Mentoring them. And that is just how it is. It was growing. From the school, we were able to create bakery business during lockdown, COVID-19. Ideas flows from God cheaply when you go into praise. My own best time I get ideas from God is when I go into praise. I'm a fine boy in the afternoon, I'm not a fine boy at night. I don't talk to witches and witchcraft. I said, you can handle me in the afternoon, somehow. Or in the night, don't dare it, you will die. And I can't count number of people I have killed. As God helps. I'm just being sincere. You must be a prayer warrior. Kids know. I praise God and I dance well, more without drum. Because there is drum from heaven, I dance too. And the moment I finish, flow of ideas come. I venture into real estate. I remember when your coach was traveling to UK, I remember I used one money for what the UK used to call it. They say you should put the money down for gas. I bought land, 40 million, that money. Since we are not paying the school fees full, I pay. The same land is there now. They are begging me to buy for 150 million. Now, I remember I bought one land to 7 million about 4 years ago. The land is going for 65 million now. I'm not in a hurry to sell. Yeah. So that's real estate business on its own. Then when I see cheap property, buy, renovate, sell off. That's real estate. Bakery. I invest. Stock. Those are things you can do together as couple. Okay? Couple. Because you know one of the things I used to tell people, I spoke in a place recently, and I was addressing the parents. I told them, many of you don't fall into that. Before you know it, you will soon grow and become 50s, 60s, and your kids will grow along with you. Do you have a plan for them? Don't wait. The day my daughter got admission to Convenant University, I said, oh, that same day I opened foreign account. I said, you are traveling. Bam. I became Malam Audu. Bureau de change. Started collecting dollars everywhere, dumping it there. When she was going, I just dropped the card. This is the card, pay your school fees, do all your process. Say, my daddy, you are rich. I smile. Planning. When your kids are still a year old, they begin to plan ahead. And you can only do that successfully through family business. Don't despise the days of little beginning. A little one will become 1,000, and a small one will become what? A nation. Hi, God, a senate. Thank you, also draw. And a little beginning matter most. 5 minutes more. And believe me, see that little beginning. I should not tell you how I started with school business. Those days in Nigeria, Ife used to go on strike 1 year. 1 year, 6 months. If I'm not on the mountain, I will be all around Lagos State, or even at Ife, teaching free of charge. Those who are preparing for YA. That's how the school started. I remember Pantoment, Ikeja. Other day we should be all the schools there teaching free. Some of those students are in my school. In fact, one of them is a director in my school. Went to Benjo school to came back. He's a director. My student in GS3 is about 45 years old now, the student. And that's just it. But above all, as a couple, you must have the same plan. And you must save for the plan. And the little beginning, if it is not nurtured well, can become so big. That's some little business I'm setting up in UK. She is my consultant. I'll just send things to her. Say, no, don't invest the money. And it's going to cost me 1 billion. That's 500,000 pounds over. Say, no, I'm going into it. And already I've gotten the license for the whole of the area in UK where we stay to be the only operator of that business. Where did I get the money from? From that little beginning school. So as a couple, marriage is give children. No, is to come and form a formidable business. Form a formidable plan for the children. Launch out. And let me say this to you. When you have a fiance being jealous of you from day one, it's a red flag. Don't go into it. Some men can keep sin on your destiny as a woman, or some women can keep a sin on your destiny as a man. Wrong. What do I say? Wrong. One of the privileges I'm enjoying from my wife here is a total of dream. So if you see a man, tell him, don't do it, don't. But is he doing his own? No. And he's keeping you on the same spot. So those are things you must look out. I'm speaking from this now. I'm just doing the summary of everything. Those are the things you must be careful. But I tell you, marriage is sweet when you have a good companion who understands your vision. In the banking, I have one of my friends that told the wife to go and open a room. The money was flowing and it was pushing. Today, they have bought house in Magodo. They even have one in Lekki. From this cold room that started with 1, 2 cartons, it was pumping the money into the wife. And that is how it's supposed to be for couple. You shouldn't be too jealous of each other. Leave jealousy. Start thinking of the future of your children. Start thinking, even your family are waiting for you. Oh, yeah, they are waiting for you to deliver them from the penury. So what plan do you have? So when Bible says 1 can chase 1,000, 2 will chase 10,000. That 10,000 is not enemy. Business. Billions. I don't do things in isolation. I do things with my wife. No matter how, whether there is argument or whatsoever, that mission is plain before us, and we will look at it together. Hey, please, the vision. So, okay. Can I get 10 million for you? Women borrow from man, never return. Because it's our money. But if man borrow from women, even out of the money they are saving for you, it's what they will borrow you. Please jam your hands together for all the women in the house. I love the skill for that one. And you know one of the things, you don't need to tell your mother to transfer the gene to you. It's naturally transferred. And you inherit that and carry it. One of the good gifts God has given you. That's why he said he will bring the best out of you. You need just to pray for that best. And when God gives to you, you will understand. Both of you will become rich. Yeah. I've always had that privilege. And that's why the Bible says, a man that seeketh for a wife, seeketh what? Favor. Me, I don't like favor. I'll just say, if God said you are in favor, then favor must compass me about. And it comes. It's another serious prayer point. Then your mouth as a weapon at all times to nurture whatever you do. Bible say whatever you lay your hands upon. I was praying one day concerning the UK project that I said, and God gave me 5 scriptures. Wow! Yeah. One of the scriptures is whatever you lay your hands upon. He said, you can't fail. He said, I'll give men for your ransom. I said, wow, okay. I can raise 500 billion. I can raise 500,000 pounds. You give men for my ransom. He said, the inheritance of the Gentiles are mine. You will give king for my rising. Yeah. Don't with scriptures though. You can say, I am a farm boy in the afternoon. The word of God are weapons. Everything I have built in my life. Now, one day I look at all my property, I say, wow, my property are running into billion now. I said, good. It is the same word of God I used to build all of them. I don't joke with those words. It will come immediately. Keep hammering. You don't know how witches and witchcraft change people's destiny at midnight. Yeah, and they will speak the word. What about God? The God of creation. He speaks the word into creation. He nurtures it with his breath. Only his breath. And he made us to be a The child of a dog is a what? Dog. The child of a goat is a what? Then the child of a God is a what? Is a what? I want you to echo it out. Is a what? A God. Then the child of a creator is also a what? Then you must learn some things from today. Start with a common chin. Start with a common groundnut. Start small. You are a creator. Every day you wake up in the morning, look at the mirror, call your name, Babatunde Abiodun. I am a creator of multiples. Today, I have well over 70 staff that I must pay every month. I'm a creator. I am a creator. I am a creator. And I must create it. There's no time I'm doing a project in my area. They said I do juju. You know why? Within 6 months, I can rent a 2-story building, not be God. And you see, I know how to create wahala in the area. I can just take 50 million, pay for trailer of cement, 2, trailer of granite. I will tell all of them to come in the same day. So when all of them line up and come into the building, when the building is going on, and they all came in, keep saying, you go, possible. I like to echo God. And I will smile. It works. We didn't get more. It can only be God. Those are fantastic things I've seen in the relationship with God. And I enjoy. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. All right. Can we all say good afternoon, sir? Do you know why? Do you know why I said to say that? Said is a very good giver that you can just greet him good afternoon. So good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. All right, thank you very much. That was a very amazing session. Thank you very much. And so we will be going on a short break now, but then I just want us I want to confirm if you really took note of what Dr. Abiodun said. So, just two people quickly. Just a summary of everything he said. When he's running, I'll still catch you. Good afternoon, bro. How you doing? What's the name? Stop already. Can you tell us what stood out to you, what Dr. Abiodun said? Or perhaps just give a summary of what you took.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, so I learned a few things. He says, as humans, we have our certificates, which is what we call graduate qualification. Then we have another thing, which is qualification. So your qualification as a graduate will pave way for you, but your calling is what makes way for you. So for him, he said he was a banker initially, but his calling was to be a teacher, and that's what's working for him. That's one. Then he also said that a child of a lion is a lion, the child of a dog is a dog. So a child of God is a God, a child of the creator is a creator. So we are creators. So I think that's
Thank you very much. The last question. Sorry, what's your name? Adike. Can you hear at the back? No. What's your name? Roma. Can you hear her? No. All right. Nice to meet you. So can you tell us what stood out to you?
The point that he explained how you can be financially stable with your other partner without causing continuous problems with disagreements, and how you can build something like that.
Thank you very much. So briefly, we'll be on a break for about 15 minutes, and then when we're back, we'll get to hear from our other speakers. I hope it has been exciting so far. How has it been so far?
Explosive.
How has it been so far? From this side, how has it been so far?
Good.
Inspiring.
How has it been so far from this side? Are you guys here? How has it been so far? Exciting. Okay. All right. I hope the next session will be even more exciting. So we'll be going on the shopping right now. So see you in the next 15 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You can find out to the back and then have what's time? Lunch or breakfast? Which one? Tea break. All right. All right. You can. Don't be shy now. You don't want to eat. You don't want to eat. Better eat. So just how should we do it? Okay. All right.